Alright, ball's thrown in the air. The height of the ball in feet is given by this formula. We want to find out what's the velocity after 2 seconds. So big thing to remember here, the velocity is going to be equal to the derivative of the position. Right? Instantaneous velocity is equal to the derivative of the position. So for this one, our velocity is going to be negative 32t plus 128. So that's the formula we're using for velocity. Part A, we want to know the velocity after 2 seconds, so all we have to do is put 2 in there for t. So we get negative 64 plus 128, 64 feet per second for part A. Right, part B, what's the ball's velocity when it is 25 feet high? Well, that we need to find the time in order to find the velocity. So the height is 25. We're using this original equation. Equals negative 16t squared plus 128t plus 5. So we want to get everything on one side. We get negative 16t squared plus 128t minus 20. So to find out how much time it takes to get up to 25 feet, we need to use the quadratic formula. The opposite of b, plus or minus square root of b squared, minus 4 times a times c, all over 2a, so negative 32. Alright, if you do all this work and simplify and get it 2 different times, get t equals 0.159 or t equals 7.84. Now to find velocity at these times, we just have to put that into our original velocity function that we figured out. So t velocity at 0.159 should come out to 122.9 feet per second. Velocity at 7.84 comes out to negative 122.9 feet per second. Ball goes up, hits 25 feet, it's going positive, has a positive velocity, then keeps going and starts going down, has a negative velocity. For part C, we want to know the velocity when the ball hits the ground, so we have to put 0 in for the height to find out how much time it takes for that to happen. And again, we're using the quadratic formula to solve this. So opposite of b, plus or minus square root of b squared, minus 4 times a times c, all over 2a. So for this one, we only get one time. This time comes out to, this time comes out to 8.04 seconds. We want to know the velocity after 8.04 seconds. And that should come out to negative 129.24 feet per second.